was a wild take.
Men are interested in innocence. It's innocence that men find appealing. This is what most people don't understand.
Yeah.
Women don't even know what men find attractive. What actually amazes me is that women go through the world and they're so concerned with how they look, but they have no understanding on a basic level of what men find attractive in women. And I know that for a fact because every single time I sit with a chick and talk to her, especially for the first time or on a date or something, she's saying always completely the wrong thing. She's saying exactly which makes me less attracted to her. The fact she's still hot will get her through it.
What's the worst thing a woman can say on a first date?
The worst thing is it's just basic things they don't think about, right?
Like, what's the worst thing they could say on the first date?
I mean, there's a bunch of dumb shit they could say, but within a realistic frame, I don't know. But it's all bad. I'll tell you why. It's all bad. Women will sit there and do something they think is innocent. They'll talk about traveling. I've been to here and I've been to there and I loved when I saw this. My favorite place is this. When you sit with a dude on a first date and tell him how many places you've been, all he's thinking is you've been fucked.
Yeah.
You've been fucked by who paid for that?
Yeah, who paid for that?
Yeah. Oh, nice hotel, bitch. Like it's bullshit. Like shut the fuck up. And on top of it, men want innocence, and the reason we find innocence attractive is because we want to be the female's portal to the world. Yeah. If I meet a woman,
you want to hear they've never been anywhere.
Never. I will show you the world.
100%.
The first private jet you get on will be mine. You've ever been in a Lambo? No, you're getting my one first. I'm going to show you brand new experiences. If I sit there with some bitch and she's like, I've been there, I've been that. I went to this party. My friend has a jet. I was in this Lambo. Da, 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 da. And you're just like, shut the fuck up. There's nothing less attractive because we want to be their portal to the world. The reason women don't understand this is they sometimes think, especially if they're sitting with a G, like if they're sitting with a guy like me, they feel like they have to prove themselves by pretending they've been with other ballers, right? They don't want to sit there with a man like me and go, oh, I've never been into a restaurant like this. I wish they would say that. That's the most fucking attractive thing they could say to me. But instead they'll say, yeah, I've been here, and my friend, and I did this. And
they drop Dubai and then it's over.
They start dropping about fucking other shit that they did with their.
If they say Dubai, you got to get the check right away.
Yeah, it's just like, shut up. But they don't. So women don't even know what men find attractive because we're interested in innocence. So he's talking about body counts. It's not even just about the freaky, da-da-da. I'm interested, if I have an experience with a woman, whether it's sexual or non-sexual, I want to be her portal to the world. I want to be the person who shows her something for the first time. I don't want to fuck a bitch who's been fucked every way she can be fucked. Why do I want to, like, what, I have to invent something new now? Backflips? Like, I can do it. I can do it. Maybe he's doing backflips. I don't know. Yeah. But to me, that's not appealing.
You're missing the point.
That is true. That is true. I think girls do think it is symmetrical. That like girls like the same thing.
Girls, and you know what's worse about chicks on dates? I can talk about chicks on dates for a long time. I don't know if I'm allowed to smoke or not, but I don't really listen.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, all right, cool. Good.
You guys want to
shout out to Yacht Week for letting us smoke in this hotel.
Yeah.
Here, pass them around. Kyle,
thank you, Yacht Week, for getting us this smoking permit.
No, this is going to be amazing.
Where they at?
I can talk about chicks on dates for a long time. Because they're fucking
the worst date you've ever been on.
They're fucking awful.
Well, can you give us a strategy then?
The worst date.
We need to cut them and shit.
Got a cutter.
I got a cutter. It's just there.
Can you give us a strategy on how to have a successful
first let me complain about all the things women do. So first they talk about traveling, which they need to not do because men don't want to hear that. Another thing women do, you know what? Another thing men hate. This is for all the chicks watching this. You know another thing men hate? We hate those social bitches. You know what I'm saying? You meet a girl for the first time, right? First time.
Go on.
Here's a test when you meet a bitch for the first time. Say, what are you doing next week? Correct answer. Oh, nothing, just home. Attractive. That's what I want to hear. You ain't been nowhere. You don't go nowhere. Just home. What are you doing next week? Oh, well, my friend has an art exhibition, and then my girl knows this guy who's doing this thing, and we're going to this party because it's a launch for this new clothing line. And then on Wednesday, it's my friend's birthday. Her name's Chloe. She's so funny. And we're going to go here. And then this, that. She starts giving you this busy schedule. Ho. Slut. Shut up. Unattractive, don't want to hear it. You're a hoe. You've been too many places. You're not home enough. You're not reading the Bible. Uninterested. Busy bitches, social bitches, unattractive. Next thing that's unattractive that women do is when they fucking say
So you
hello.
think all social bitches are fucking though?
Unless they're fucking.
What if they're out there just grinding?
It's about that men don't want that. I'm talking about pure just attraction. She could be an innocent angel doing all these things. The fact that still she's going to sit there with me and start talking about all these places she goes, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear innocence, purity, sit at home, don't do shit.
I don't like when they're sluts, but I kind of find it hot when they have their own shit going.
You have her own shit going from home.
From wherever it is, as long as they're not fucking.
Okay, no, but the problem is that you're saying they're not fucking, right? If a woman's going to all these different places and she's attractive, lots of guys are at least trying to fuck her.
But not if she's with a top G.
Okay, that's right. But she's not with you yet, is she? It's date 1.
If she is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it's date 1, right? It's date 1. So for the last X amount of months, she's been running all over XYZ, meeting XYZ, and then you have to look at her and have enough faith that nobody's ever managed to put their dick in her ever. And the truth is, it really ain't that hard. So it's like, social bitches are worse. I walked in a restaurant with a girl, and she's like, we're waiting in this little line. There's like 2 people in front of us, like literally 1 couple in front of us. The line would have been maybe 6 seconds. So it wasn't even worth kicking off. Oh, I know the manager. What did it? And I looked at her and go, how do you know the manager? Oh, I just know him through that. I was like, I just wanted to leave. Like, and now I'm just like, now you know the manager of the best restaurant in the city. You're a fucking, now I got to sit there. You're a hoe now. How many times have you been here? With who? Like, who have you fucking been here with? It's off-putting. It's disgusting.
I see what you're saying, because like a lot of the times when men deal with women, I mean, it is sexual. You know what I mean? So like when she, obviously you're probably thinking, oh, you know the manager. Fuck, are you fucking him or something?
You fucking him, or you've been here on how many dates? With who? Or you and your girls are here drinking all the fucking time?
The manager wants to fuck you. That's a fact.
That's it. But where's my lighter? You stole my lighter?
He's lighting it. Please
Thieves.
don't get it. Has like a girl ever brought you back to meet her parents? And if she does, do you act this way? Like, do you be real?
Parents love me.
You act this way though too?
I love you.
Parents love me.
Can you show me how to light it?
Sure.
Do you tell the dad, like, I'll never stay loyal to your daughter?
Nah, but I say something else. I say, look, she's been out too much. Finally,
save that like for dessert maybe when that comes, right?
Finally, she's under control. Like, don't worry. She was living haram, but I'm here now. She's gonna live a good life now. I'm glad I met her before it was too late. I'm gonna save your daughter. I'm here to save her life.
Like this, bro. This is good.
Dad's probably like you. Moms might not.
Oh, they all love me.
You're low-key a lover boy inside, I feel like.
No, I believe in love and that. I'm just
you're a big cuddler, low key.
You like cuddles, yeah.
Completely. I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
But all I'm talking about is just the things women do on dates that are unattractive. And I'm just saying that women do so much shit that's unattractive. And usually, it's 99% of the time they're talking. They're just saying unattractive shit, talking about where they've been, da-da-da. And this goes back to the meta point that we want to be their portal to the world. We want innocence. It's what men are biologically attracted to. So if any woman out here is watching it, roll it sideways. It's a DuPont. Roll it sideways.
DuPont, Salim.
Fuck is this?
Sideways.
It's a DuPont, bro.
From the middle of the lighter, roll it sideways. Down. No, lower. In the middle of the lighter. That's it. So, I'm telling this for all the chicks who watch the podcast. Let's say you're going on a date with a guy and you really want to get him. You ain't been nowhere. You ain't done shit. You're an undiscovered diamond. I don't know. I've never been to a place like that. Oh, how do I open the car door? I don't know how Lambo car doors work. Oh, I've never done this. I've never been there. I've never been on holiday. That's what a man wants to hear. He does not want to hear the story. Oh, yeah, I went there once and me and my friends, all 4 of us went there because it was our party. And shut the fuck up. It's unattractive.
But wait, how do you...
And women don't know this. Women don't know this because they'll say all this shit and the man will still bang them. So they think they did good on the date. Oh, he banged me. Well, no, he was going to bang you anyway, no matter what you said. But if you want him to love you, you need to learn to shut the fuck up. This is true because men find innocence attractive except for him.
Do you think it's harder?
I'd agree with men find innocence attractive. That's
But do you think it's
I didn't even actually realize that until you said it.
Would you, when you go on a date with a chick, would you rather hear her say, I've never been to the club ever, or I go to the club every weekend?
Obviously never been to the
But
club.
do you think it's harder to find hot girls in that situation?
Oh, it's certainly harder to find innocent hot girls because hot girls are absolutely and utterly corrupted because they're an asset that men try and corrupt. Men try and find hot chicks and show them the world.
Yeah.
So you have to be there first, right? It's not easy to do. I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm saying
how do you get there first, though?
How do you get there first? You just got to be a G about it. There are the odd ones. You can find the odd one who's a bit older, who hasn't had too much experience in life or sat around with some dork for a while or whatever. But in general, this is also one of the reasons men find youth attractive. You want to blow up the internet? I'll blow up the internet right fucking now. The reason 18 and 19-year-olds are more attractive than 25-year-olds is because they've been through less dick. I'll say this right here on the fucking internet. I don't give a shit. People will sit there and go, oh, you can't say that. Yes, I can. A 19-year-old is more attractive than a 26-year-old woman, and I'll tell you why. Because that 26-year-old has talked to more guys, been to the club more times, been more places, been fucked and dumped more times, more arguments, more heartbreak, more bullshit, more mess for me to clean up. Whereas a 19-year-old might have had one guy from high school, just broke up, she's fresh, and I can fucking put my imprint on her and make her a good person, and without her having to go through all that detriment to learn about life.
So what's your key age range? 19 to...
It's not just about the age range.
Just the example.
No, I know, but what's your preference?
I mean, hot girls are hot girls,
yeah.
right? I don't know. Hot girls are hot girls. But my point is that older women, the reason they're less attractive to men, even if men don't instinctually understand it, is because they've been through a whole bunch more shit. And we're not interested in dealing with someone else's problems. If you get with a girl who's 26, 27, she's going to be sitting there going, I know men like you. I've seen what men like you do. You ain't going out today.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I ain't dealing. So you're telling me, wait, you're telling me you were innocent and sweet for this dude. You were nice to him, he fucked you and messed you up, and now I deal with the attitude problem you've developed because he got your pussy? I didn't even want him to fuck you in the first place. You should have been a virgin when you met me. Now I'm dealing with your shit? Get fucked. Goodbye.
Don't you think, though, trying to find purity out of women, it kind of is like a low possibility? I mean, it's kind of like when a woman says, I want a guy that's like 6 feet tall, whatever the case may be, right? There's less of them, and like it's like, dude, you can't really find a virgin out
The
here,
best
man.
things in the world are low probability. It doesn't mean it's not what we desire. We're talking about what we desire. And what I'm saying is that one of the best things about status is that you can now get what you desire. So at status, most men have this dream of sleeping with endless women. I could, if I decided, could sleep with a new woman every single day for the next 10 years. All I would have to do is reply to my Instagram inbox. It would not be difficult. I could do it. It's not interesting to me. I am more interested in using my status to find something extremely rare, like a woman of innocence. That's what I'm talking about here. I'd rather find 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 women of innocence and keep them, as opposed to just sleeping with endless women, because sex really ain't all that interesting to me. I think it gets boring after a while. So that's the point we're making. Yeah, it's hard to find, but just because it's hard to find doesn't mean it's not what every man intrinsically really wants. It's what men really, truly want. And what's actually interesting about it all is, no matter how innocent the female, she still wants the man to have had experience. If you were to ask a virgin woman, do you want a virgin boyfriend? She'd say no. Or if she'd slept with one man and she had lived a good life, do you want a man who lived a good life and been with one woman? No, maybe she should have slept with a few more. They want you to have been X, Y, Z, right? So you could have been a playboy and slept with 1,000 girls and get with a virgin. She wants you to be that way, and you want her to be that way. It's fine. That's how it's supposed to work. The reason it's all fucked up now is you got women out here who slept with 100 dudes, sleeping with a guy who fucked like 15 chicks, and he wonders why he can't keep her under control. Well, of course fucking not. How are you going to pull that off?
It's hard for guys.
It's hard for dudes, man, because these chicks are just running through dick. It's hard, and if they run through enough dick, they're eventually going to end up on a real G's dick. We talk about. I get called a lot on the internet one of these red pill guys, and it annoys me because I'm not.
What's that mean?
Oh, this whole red pill manosphere.
What does red pill mean?
Oh, something about girls and dating and all this shit. I'm not one of them, but some of the things they say is true, and the point I'm trying to make is that if you get with a woman who slept with enough dudes, eventually some of those dudes are going to leave an imprint on her you can't fill. I'd be honest with you. I feel sorry for any man who's with any of my exes. You're going to come along. You ain't me. I could whoop your ass. She knows I could whoop your ass. You can't give her what I give her. You can't do what I can do. And now you're sitting there going, oh, I still love you. And the deepest, darkest night, she's laying there next to you going, you ain't Andrew. You just tried your very best.
That's a good feeling.
You just tried your very best. And that didn't feel like it when Tate did it. And that's it. So like it's like they're widowed in their mind, and you can't truly attach to them because part of them still belongs to someone else. This is what happens at true status. If I run through 10 chicks, I get to know I've ruined 10 wives, guaranteed 10 divorces, guaranteed, because whoever she marries, she will not be happy with because she will dream of me for the rest of her fucking human existence, guaranteed. That's how it gets. You get to that point at a certain status of man.
How do you get to that point?
You got to get your shit together.
It is not the strongest of the species that survive, but the one most responsive to change.